After a few years of speculation, number 87 for the New England Patriots, big tight end Rob Gronkowski finally calls it quits. What does this mean for the AFC East? Welcome to Believers Talk. My name is Joe, and welcome to a very happy and uplifting edition of Believers Talk, at least if you're a fan of another team of the AFC East other than the New England Patriots, as Rob Gronkowski, number 87, has announced his retirement after 9 years in the NFL. We are going to talk about that and what it means for the AFC East, but before we do that, however, just remember, if you haven't already hit that subscribe button, like this video and leave a comment, and also hit that notification bell. We go live periodically, not always sure when we will, so hit the notification bell and YouTube will let you know when we go live. Also, I'm on Twitter too, so in the description below, follow me on Twitter, and we will keep you updated on all Buffalo sports. So again, hit that subscribe button, like this video, leave a comment. But we want to talk about the retirement, or the possible retirement, of Rob Gronkowski. Rob Gronkowski on Instagram today posted a video, or posted a message saying that he is going to retire from the NFL after 9 seasons in the NFL, 9 dominant seasons from the tight end position in the NFL. He's going to be a Hall of Famer, of course, 5-time Pro Bowler. You look at his numbers throughout the season, throughout his career. You're talking about 115 games, just 115 games, 521 receptions, 7,861 yards, and 79 touchdowns. So great career from Rob Gronkowski. If this is the last time, we see you, team be darned. Great career, and we'll see you in the Hall of Fame someday. But what does this mean for the AFC East? Does it open up this division just a little bit and say, hey, maybe someone other than the Patriots can finally win this division? Let's be honest, guys, the Patriots did not want this to happen. Right? The Patriots do not want Rob Gronkowski to retire. And I'm not going to lie, I'm still not 100% sold that Rob Gronkowski is going to be retired come the start of the 2019 NFL season. I think there is going to be plenty of talk between now and then with Rob Gronkowski. And let's be honest, guys, this is something that's been lingering for a few seasons, right? We've thought rumors of this, we heard the rumors of this last year, heard rumors about this the year before. We know that Rob Gronkowski has taken a beating over his 9-year career, and he's thought about retirement time and time again, and has been talked out of it. So does that mean that he might not get talked out at this time? Who knows? I'm not ready to say that he is completely done until I see him do something else, right? Until the season starts and Rob Gronkowski's not on the Patriots, I'm not willing to say, hey, he's actually retired. Now, Rob Gronkowski could be mad at his word, and now that he said that, could be true. We do know that the WWE wanted him to be a WWE superstar or something like that. So maybe he's going on to bigger and different things for his career again. If he does something like that, at least he can have longevity. In the way his body was taking a beating in the NFL, you weren't sure if that was going to happen. So what does this mean for the Patriots in particular? Well, again, the Patriots definitely did not want this to happen. You talk about losing some top wide receivers over the past 2 or 3 seasons, and now they're going to lose their top tight end, who's been their top tight end for 9 years. What does this mean for the New England Patriots? Well, it means that they're vulnerable. It means that they're absolutely vulnerable. There's a chink in their armor. I was listening to radio earlier today, and they said, this could be the beginning of the end of the New England Patriots, and maybe it is. But again, they still have Tom Brady, TB12, and they still have Bill Belichick. So we're not going to count them out of it just yet. Again, you have to consider them the favorites, considering they had more wins than the Bills and Jets combined last season. And the Dolphins, of course, finished second in the division at 7-9. But everyone looks at the Dolphins right now and thinks rebuild, right? Everyone's thinking that they're going to tank for Tualunga or however you say his name from Alabama next season. I'm not sure about that. I have no idea. 2 years ago, people thought the Bills were rebuilding. We made the playoffs. So is it impossible? No. Does it look very unlikely, improbable? Yes. But you talk about the Buffalo Bills, you talk about the New York Jets, because they spent a lot in free agency this year, and both teams have young quarterbacks. But if you look at the Bills and Jets, the Bills had 6 wins last year, the Jets had 4. That equals 10, of course. and the Patriots had 11. So you're talking about two teams who don't even equal the win total from the Patriots last season. So are we willing to sit here and say, oh, the New England Patriots no longer have a shot in this division? No, of course not. In fact, in my eyes, they're still the favorite to win this division as long as they have TB12, as long as they have Bill Belichick, as long as they keep doing it and no one proves me wrong. I'm taking the Patriots to win this division. Sorry, guys. I love my Bills, and I hope they win the division. I hope that they are the team that steps up here. But until we're proven otherwise, after 18 years of not learning a lesson, you think you'd learn, hey, the New England Patriots are pretty darn good no matter who they throw out there, other than Tom Brady. It doesn't matter who else they throw out there. Tom Brady and some dudes. Deion Branch was the MVP of the Super Bowl because of Tom Brady. So let's not forget that. So moving forward, does this mean the Patriots are done? No, of course not. This just means this is a chink in their armor. Look at the numbers for Tom Brady. Look at the numbers with Gronkowski compared to without Gronkowski, and you obviously see a difference. You obviously see a difference. So let's go over those numbers after the 2018 season. So you look at Tom Brady with Gronkowski, you're talking about 126 games, 66% completion percentage, over 35,000 yards. 35,000 yards in 126 games. That's unreal. 275 touchdowns and 65 interceptions. So 126 games, 65 interceptions. That's pretty close to half an interception a game. So every 2 games, you throw 1 interception. That's pretty good. Pretty good, right? So you go without Gronkowski. Now, 9 seasons that Gronkowski has missed 33 games, pretty much 2 seasons of football. Tom Brady, a little under 61% completion percentage, 9,000 yards, 55 touchdowns, and 23 interceptions. Again, you're looking at 33 games, 23 interceptions. That's about 1 every game and a half. So about 1 every 0.75 games, right? Instead of 1.5 games, it's 1.75. That is a little bit of a difference. In fact, that's a pretty decent difference. You're talking about 1 almost every game compared to 1 every other game. That obviously changes things a lot. The yardage was down. The completion percentage was down. So obviously his numbers struggle, but I'm still talking about 61% completion percentage. I'll take that all day for Josh Allen. I would take that all day for Josh Allen. So you still have to look at the numbers and say they're pretty good. But again, lost a lot of weapons over the last 2 seasons of football, have the New England Patriots. So it'll be interesting to see what happens moving forward. Will they have to move up in the draft to get one of the top tight ends? Will they have to move up in the draft to get one of the top wide receivers? Will they maybe make some more moves in free agency than they were originally planning to make? Because we haven't heard much from them so far. I mean, we saw Bill Belichick chilling at the beach. So that's the biggest noise we've heard from the New England Patriots up till now. What does it mean for the Buffalo Bills? Well, the Buffalo Bills obviously addressed their offensive line a lot during free agency, signing a lot of players that could be rotational starters. Mitch Morse, of course, the centerpiece at that center position, kind of solidifying us at center for years to come. But we haven't exactly addressed the offensive line completely, right? I mean, we talk about these guys we signed, again, mostly rotational starters, and that's okay. Going to breed competition, versatility, which again is a word that McDermott and Beane both really like. But they still could easily address more in the offensive line position. You talk about the wide receivers, talk about John Brown and Cole Beasley, signed them 2 players as well. So it looks like our wide receiving core is getting better. But let's be honest, with Gronkowski being out, let's talk about the defense, right? Because that's where it's affected. We kept all of our linebackers from last season. You know, last year when we drafted Tremaine Edmonds, the scouts were saying now they have a guy who can match up with Rob Gronkowski, right? It was still all about Rob Gronkowski, even though we knew Rob Gronkowski was injured a lot. And, you know, even in this past season, he only played 13 of 16 games. But in those 13 games, he played both against Buffalo. Buffalo held him to 3 receptions. And I'm not saying he was fully healthy for those games because I don't think he was. But you're talking 3 receptions in both those games combined. So great job by the Buffalo Bills on not letting Rob Gronkowski beat you. But now you can focus on so many other things other than Rob Gronkowski, right? Tom Brady and Rob Gronkowski were just a great tandem, right? Rob Gronkowski was Tom Brady's security blanket. And let me tell you something, he was a great security blanket. We went over his career numbers. You want that type of security blanket. But now he's gone. Now he's gone. Now who do you have as tight end, right? You going to bring Dwayne Allen back? Which is fine. I'm not saying anything terrible about Dwayne Allen. I think he actually already signed with the Dolphins, though. But still, what are you bringing back that's going to replace Gronkowski? Nothing, because you can't replace a Hall of Famer. You can't do it. It's not possible. And you might be lucky and get another Hall of Famer in the draft, but his skill set's still going to be a little bit different than the Hall of Famer you're getting rid of. And that's just obvious truth. You can't say otherwise. So you can't just replace this guy and think, oh, we're going to be the same team. You're not. You're just not. So if a Patriots fan's out there saying, oh, we'll be fine, maybe you won't be. Maybe you won't be, and you might be lying to yourself just to try to make yourself feel better, and that's okay. That's okay. Listen, Bills fans have been lying to themselves for 18 years, saying that we can beat Tom Brady and Bill Belichick. So you can start lying to yourself now, saying that nothing's changed now that you lost Rob Gronkowski. What does this mean for the New York Jets? Pretty much the same thing. Jets and Bills both have a pretty decent defense. Bills, of course, ranked second in defense last season. The Jets didn't rank as high, but you also have to remember Sam Darnold threw a lot of interceptions last year. So you wonder how much that wore on the defense. So but I do like the Jets defense overall. You talk about picking up Mosley. You don't have to worry about Mosley covering Gronkowski. Mosley can be used for someone else. And again, this opens up more possibilities from the defensive perspective to say, hey, we don't have to worry about Gronkowski. Maybe we can blitz an extra linebacker if we don't have to worry about Gronkowski, put more pressure on Tom Brady. We all know Tom Brady does not do well under pressure, and that might help both the Jets and the Bills out. So, can either of these teams surpass the Patriots this season? Maybe not, but it's possible. And again, this does put a little more possibility to that. We're excited about the chance, and we're going to show you what we got. But this proves, maybe this year, more than any other year, the Patriots are going to be beatable. You know, they finished 11-5 last year. Only one of those losses came with Gronkowski off the field. So they went 9-4 with Gronkowski, and then 2-1 without him. So what does this mean going forward for the New England Patriots? What's it mean for the AFC East? It means things are going to change. Things are definitely shaking up in the AFC East. So again, we'll see what happens this season, but we know one thing's for sure, or at least we think we do. Rob Gronkowski, number 87, Hall of Fame tight end or soon to be Hall of Fame tight end for the New England Patriots, announces his retirement. We look forward to seeing what this means for the AFC East, but until we do, I'll have you covered for the NFL draft. I'll have you covered for more free agency news, preseason, regular season, and of course, as the Buffalo Bills move on to the postseason, maybe being the next winners of the AFC East. I'll talk to you all soon, and if you haven't already hit that subscribe button, guys, hit that subscribe button as I'll keep you posted on all Buffalo sports. I look forward to seeing you all soon. Until I do, go Bills.